if I'm going to play some of these guys, I'd rather play them first to 4 than first to 7 or first to 8, so fair play.
It's going to be out. Chipperfield's on 2 wins.
Let's fire up the machine. I think everyone in the building knew you were going to do this, but here we go. It's a Greg Batten. Immediate thoughts being drawn out.
Doesn't get much tougher than Sean, so.
As it is, Sean Chipperfield is going to be the first man on the hot seat.
I think I'm glad he's going away for a bit.
Okay, let's find out who you are playing then. Let's fire up the machine again and find out our second player. Rab McCullogh.
Oh, listen, it is what it is. It's first to 4. We're not going to worry about playing anybody first to 4. I'm sure nobody's worried about playing me first to 4. So.
And it is going to go to a 6 red. Yeah, it's pretty much spot on. About 23 seconds there from Rab McCullogh. And Rab McCullogh is going to be the first man to beat a hitman. And now he's going to find out what his fate is.
Extra life, John. Congratulations.
It's going to be John to open us up.
Will he live to regret it?
Well, this is the thing. It's this thing of, you know, if John beats him now, then it's a long, long day for Rab. But John has gone dry, so.
So is John still classed as a hitman again? Will he get the
the
spin again if he beats him? Okay.
Yeah, so John keeps that hitman status. Which means that if Rab beats him, we've got to do it all over again. And he's got a good opportunity in this first frame to assert himself back. There is a bit of a flip to this. Oh, right, Rab's just gone a little bit wrong here, but there is a slight flip to this where John may have been the person not to call out for the reason of John has now actually just played and he's on a bit of a run with the table, even though he lost. Tony, is it worth sacrificing, obviously picking the same player twice for somebody that's still cold and waiting out in the arena?
I wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Again, you know, like I say, popular decision. Went well with the crowd, you know, to bring him back out. Not for me. I'd have had somebody cold.
Yeah, I think that's why he done it for the banter, didn't he?
Greg Waddigan and Carl Cope discussing the layout to the table.
That was an unbelievable effort from Rab. A yellow off a yellow to play a skill shot. But didn't quite happen. He's still got a good white.
From Chambers, they're looking on. Next to Kyle. Rather down together from Derbyshire.
The man in form, and John Chambers at the moment.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, he's would be somebody I'd pick if I was out there at the moment.
Obviously, John, like yourself, Sean, is obviously by the new pros for this year as well. How are you finding, obviously, that change? Obviously, you were in the Challenges last year and made a final, had a couple of really good runs in those events. Has it been a bit of a step up? Are you enjoying, obviously, the new challenge?
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. Definitely a step up. On my debut, I got the win against Cole in the first round. And I had the chance to beat Kyle Cope as well in the second round. And ended up snookering myself, and that was the last time I was in the table. But being in the bottom 32 as well, you're always guaranteed one of the top 32 players, aren't you? So the draws haven't been particularly nice so far.
Yeah, it's hard to elevate yourself up there because by the time you get to the first match, your first opponent is somebody that's like one of the big boys.
Yeah. Well, the last event I had Chippy in the first round. Chippy in the first event, and then Phil Harrison. So it's never going to be easy. But none of them are they? To be honest.
That's what happens when you join the elite.
That's it.
Keep at it. You get your run somewhere, and then hoist yourself into that top 32. Then it's your turn.
Yeah.
obviously with this event as well, Sean, there's a lot of players in that mix. I know you're a big money match player, and obviously you've got the likes of Ricky here that have played a lot of money matches, Kyle as well. Does that make any influence on your decision of who you're picking going forward?
No, I wouldn't think so, no. With the race to 4, it's so, you know, it can go either way. Just 2 dry breaks, you could be 4-0 down, do you know what I mean? So, obviously, money match format is a lot longer. You've got chances to, you know, have a bad start and get back into it. It's not like that here, is it?
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe one of you was ever going to use it as like a trailer, just to hint who you might be playing in the future, that kind of thing.
I think Ricky might be tempted to call me out after our game. Bit of revenge for him.
John McCallister takes out that first frame. Just went a little bit wrong.
Do you think with John McCallister, he sat there, he's thinking, did he really lose the match? He didn't lose the match. It was a draw, really, in his mind. You know, and he lost on a 6 red. So in his own, if I'm John McCallister thinking, well, he didn't beat me.
I think
He beat me with 6 red because I messed it up or whatever.
The other thing as well is it kind of takes the pressure off of him a little bit, because he'd technically already been eliminated. So you've kind of got that air off your back of like, oh, you know, it's kind of happened. It is what it is. I've been given a second chance. I may as well just enjoy my time out there a little bit.
And to be honest, he probably could have potted the black with 1 second left. So there is that as well.
Yeah, that's very true.
There's Rab. Blurts with an in-off. Not a lot he could do with that, had to leave a distance. So his next yellow, good cue required.
I wonder if I'd be tempted for the double here.
I was going to just
come
about
down
say,
to the
Sean,
bottom rail, yeah.
What would you be looking at here? Would you? I don't think I want to take the long one. I'll play the double and come down the table, which he has done.
Good shot. Just makes it a little.
Yeah, just had that nice little angle, didn't it, to come down the bottom.
I think he'll try and leave the one on the left till last. Drop it in the middle. It's a nice cannon. I think you want to just be off the rail, not straight here.
That looks about perfect. Beautifully struck, and just the dribbling this red in the middle, it should be 2-0.
From being out, he's 2-0 up.
And I think Brad McCullough will be regretting his decision at the moment.
Said it.
Yeah,
Said it.
I think it was, like you said, it was more of a crowd pleaser to do that. But you got to think of yourself in that situation.
Smiles for John McCallister at the moment. All is rosy in the garden. Not so much for Rab McCulloch. pondering his early decision.
Frame 3, John McCallister to break. You need 2 frames, 10-0.
Big break here in a couple of balls. McCallister going to be on the hill in no time. And there'll be no second chance for Rebel.
Black ball's on the move.
Oof.
Kicks white ball in. Big frame for McCullogh. He needs to get on the board sooner rather than later. It's a horrible layout for him to approach. I mean, what's your approach here, Sean? Because there's not really a good opportunity
Yellows
on
have to
either.
be the ball, don't they, surely?
I think you're going to have to look at yellows. It's very tough. Red at the bottom, don't go. The other 2 reds tied up on the right. You have to go yellows, really. Just how do you deal with them 2 at the top? You might try and play the yellow off the cush into the red at some point.
No, I think you're right, Sean. Get rid of this one now. The bottom. But he has those, obviously just developed those 2 reds now for John if he does fall over on his finish.
Yeah, Rad's going all out here. There's no one to hide. And he's just tied the black up as well.
Well, he's got to play the shot that Sean just said now. He's got to play yellow off the rail, off the red, into the top left.
No legs.
How's it not dropped?
I think he might come back up for the bad red here, towards the yellow, over the hole. Yeah.
It's
Good shot.
perfect, isn't it? Can you put it any better with your hand, that? Brilliant shot from John.
I wonder if he might have, hit it harder and attempted to knock it in as well. Too far, I think.
I think he's trying to leave an angle to try and cannon into the black here.
I thought he was trying to get in that gap there and play that red that's next to black. I think he might have just squeezed past into that corner, you know.
He'll be leaving the one next to the black for the last ball, and possibly a thin cut, and then send the white into the yellow next to the black. I think that's what he was looking at.
He's played short position in the middle. I think, is it middle? He's looking at here.
It depends on the angle he's got. Can't really see from here, can we? Or the middle.
Been a great finish this if he gets this black. John McCallister makes no mistake, and he's now 3-0 up on the hill against McCullogh. And that decision is going to go and haunt McCullogh, I think, for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Must have really wanted that £300.
Yeah.
Frame 4, McCullogh to break. Trailing 3 frames to 0.
Look, breaking off frame 4. Needs them all. That doesn't look like a friendly break to me.
His reds are gone.
The writing looks to be on the wall.
Red balls.
Just like that, red to stay a bit nearer the bag then when he played that second ball.
Extension call.
Should be absolutely fine if you can land fairly straight in on the red to the bottom right. And he should just be able to screw up the line again.
Yeah, he got a pretty big margin for error here for both reds.
Ooh, miscue.
Well, well, well. He's
Has he
part
got
of
the
board.
gap?
Still on it. He's on the bottom one.
He's miscued that. The cue ball's hit the side cushion and come and potted it. That's an unbelievable shot. I think if he could still get out of here, that'd be incredible. After a complete miscue.
Oh, but he's missed the red. So lifeline for McCullogh.
Well,
5 minutes left. Needs to get going because
15-second shot clock now we're playing.
It was always going to be tough to hold that for the middle red. You had to play it literally dead weight.
no, never got a hold of it.
can he pot it off the reds? Oh, he's got to wait for the cue ball to stop spinning.
Wow. That's not doing me favours at all.
Might be a time foul. Carries on.
It's a great shot from Rab.
Yeah, good recovery. He's going to give himself 4 minutes, so it's doable.
Yeah, one of those breaks will be his own as well. So
Another 6 red shootout coming, but he's after we thought the match was dead and buried.
It should have been, to be honest.
Yeah, it should.
If it weren't for the miscue, it was done.
John McCallister, all he wants, ball off the break here, really. Doesn't have to be a gimme finish, just enough that way he can stay at the table and just push that clock down a bit. That's what you'd be doing, Sean, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Make it safe.
Or just do a golden break.
Yeah, that'd be handy. We've still not seen one. That or a golden duck. Not on this frame either.
It hasn't gone dry. He went full-blooded at that, did Rab.
He did. Be an extension coming very shortly here from McCallister, I would have thought.
It's a bit of an awkward time frame though, because John can obviously kill a bit of time here, but it won't be enough to write Rab out. So do you just commit to the finish, or?
I think he can get top on this and get the yellow out now.
It's a great shot from John.
And it passes as well. Can't see any miscues this time.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be having an extra bit of insurance, obviously, with this clearance. But in the end, Rab's decision to call the man out you've just beaten hasn't worked in his favour, and John's found his form.
Not only because it's John, but like you say, he just played 7 frames on the table. Do you know what I mean? You want to call someone out who's cold.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sean. It's black for the match.
And they shake hands as John McCallister wins his first match of the Last Man Standing 2025. He will now get the chance to pick or go to the random draw.
Well, welcome back down to the arena. Before we have a few words with John McCallister, I think it's a big round of applause for Rab McCullogh. These events are all about moments, and that was by far the best moment of the day so far. Congrats on that, Rab. John, come on in. You've been through the ringer a little bit here. You've lost one, you've won one. Ultimately, you're still in, and you're still fighting.
Yeah, I don't know how after that first match, but yeah, fair play to Rab for picking me back out. But yeah, I had my warm-up, so.
Have you made a decision on what you're going to do? Because that counts as winning match 1, even though you've played 2 matches, that's just 1 win for you. So your options here are you can pick anybody in the field, or you can go to the random draw.
Yeah, I'm going to pick someone.
Okay, let's get the graphic up onto the screen. Come over here, John. These are your options. Obviously, you can't play Rab. I know you want to go for match number 3, but you can't do that. What are you thinking here?
Just someone, probably a new pro or something like that. Someone who hasn't been in this event before. I'll pick Ricky Jones.
Ricky Jones, come on down. So the thinking there, John, is just simply looking at the bottom of the rankings, the new pros, and just saying, you know, come on down.
Yeah, it sort of gives you the best chance, but like obviously first of 4, and obviously everyone's a top player in this event, so just hope it goes my way.
Congratulations. Ricky, come on in. Come straight in, Ricky. Ricky, welcome out to the arena. Great to have you out here. Obviously, I don't know how much you're expecting to play today, how you thought it would go. I mean, are you ready, and were you expecting that?
Yeah, I'm ready. I weren't expecting it, to be fair, because I said John was too nice to call somebody out so he could random, so I was obviously wrong with that, but yeah, I was ready to be called out.
I heard you earlier on talking about, I think you were on commentary when you were saying there's an element of psychology when you get called out, it almost kind of gives you a little bit more incentive to go, well, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it puts pressure back on the person that called it out in a way. So yeah, hopefully it works out like that. Yeah.
Wow, love it. Let's get this match on. Join us after the break for Ricky Jones versus John McCallister.
So there is John McCallister. He survived the McCullogh Armada and he is out to play his second game. He has picked Ricky Jones. Joining us in the comms box is 𝗠𝗶𝗵𝗵. Cohen, still hiding in the drawer then?
Yeah, hopefully no one wants to pick the kid out. Yeah, I think my age is sort of, well, keeping me in there. I seen who picked out Scott Rutter, was it Chippy?
Chippy, yeah.
I think, yeah, he looked at the draw and he thought, well, there's one of two amateurs, and because he knows Scott's a little bit older, he thought, I don't want to pick on a kid, so I'll take one of the amateurs out. But yeah, hopefully I don't get picked out till the final. I hope everyone's wanting to, but yeah, I don't mind playing, to be fair, but it'd be nice if I don't get drawn out to the final.
There'll be some more come out yet with the random draws anyway, so might come out one of those.
Yeah, and I think your circumstance is quite unique, Cohen, as well, because as per se, you are an amateur, but also you've had a lot more table experience than a lot more of the pros that have come up this year. So obviously it's slightly different with yourself compared to a lot of the other amateurs. So it'll be interesting to see when you do come out in the draw, obviously, firstly, who it will be against, but secondly, if it's a call-out or if it is just through the random draw.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's like you say, I've had a bit of table time on these. Like I played for Potters in Swaddling Coat, and Dave Gilbert and his team have managed to get 2 of these Rassons with the brand new cloth. So I've managed to get my arm in on this style of table. But I've also got this cloth on my own table at home, so I've had plenty of practice. So no excuses if I lose.
Yeah, see, that's another element as well, as who's had the chance to play on the new cloths as well. Obviously, I know yourself at Dave Gilbert's club have got an amazing setup, and you're constantly up to date with everything that UP brings out. So with that as well, you guys, I think, are going to be quite dangerous this weekend, which is why obviously yourself, Kyle and John have been nowhere near coming out at all yet. So interesting to see how the Derbyshire contingent continue. John's made a quick start here. There's Ricky Jones.
Very nice break. I thought he was going to make the 8 off the break, to be fair, but it just hit the left-hand knuckle on the middle pocket.
I still haven't seen a golden yet. It's come close once or twice. Rob came close in the first game he played against John, but not quite yet.
Another nice shot there from John. He's certainly warmed up now. I would never have brought him back. I would never have brought him back.
Yeah, it was a dangerous move, that, from Rab. I kind of understand why he did it. Obviously, that side of, for the entertainment side, but also the fact that you have beaten the man once. But secondly, everybody else in that arena was cold, so it was a risk. And it's the kind of thing as well that could end up meaning that John McCallister causes absolute havoc until the last day.
Yeah. I was speaking to Craig Waddingham, funnily enough, and I was saying, like, he's already been beat, but you watch, he'll come back in and go on to win it, or something crazy will happen like that.
It's just
normally how it works.
It's those weird storylines that lead to that kind of thing, Tony, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Never give anybody a second chance, and he did get a second chance because he got that extra life, but I wouldn't have brought him back. And to be fair, Sean Ash made a good point when he said, why bring it back? He's just played 7 frames.
Yeah.
So he's not yes, he's lost in a 6 red. But like Sean said, he was on a buzzer beater. He could have actually won the match if he missed the black.
Yeah. Nasty kicking off there.
If you're John McCallister, you'll start to think, well, I've not really lost. I've drawn and I've lost the 6 red that he messed up a little bit.
Yeah. I think he was 3-1 down at one point as well. It's like he had no chance. He shouldn't have even gone to a 6 red. So
no.
It's crazy how he's still in, but he's proved how good he is, beating Rab 4-1 in the match after, and now he's looking. He's 1-0 up. Nasty kicking off there from Ricky. See if he can capitalise on this moment and make it 2-0.
This is the thing, when John McCallister hits a bit of form, he almost looks imperious. He's just got that almost like float around the table that just doesn't look like he's going to miss a ball.
That silky smooth cue action. Great to watch.
I would say he's like a juggernaut, he just keeps coming. He's on a roll. You played John much, have you, Cohen?
I don't think. No, I've never played John. Never. No. I've played. Well, I've got a little strategy. If I get called out and I win, I might shock the crowd. I might call out Cousins. He's beat me twice already on telly, and hopefully in the short race I can try and beat him. I think it'll be good for the headlines. That.
I think we'd all love to see it happen, Coben, to be honest, yeah. We did say actually earlier on, it felt like there was a little bit less of people wanting to call out a hitman. David McQuillan's probably the only person that's been in here that really said, oh yeah, I'm going to call out one of the hitmen. But that's the thing, it's £300 on the line if you end up beating him. So why not give it a shot?
I bet Rab was wounded when he found out it was extra life instead of £300.
Oh yeah, he turned away. I was out in the arena as he found out the news. It was, yeah, absolutely devastated. Rab isn't a man to hide his emotions, trust me.
Well, I think John's landed awkward on this yellow. I don't think he can double it. Even with check, I think it skids to the bottom rail. What do I know?
Oh, what a shot. What a shot, John.
We just looked at that and I thought that was skid to the bottom rail rather than be able to hold it. With this new cloth.
That's it. The polished balls. The polished balls under the new cloth helps it slide in.
Yeah, he's found his form as John.
Nice finish there to make it 2-0, John.
Well, he's halfway to the finisher line. And there's another look at all the players still in. The ones that you see shaded out have departed. We'll see Cohen there, he's still in there. Chris Melling still in there. Some big names, young Jaden Billingham, he's not much older than you, Cohen, is he?
Yeah, he's only 2 years older than me.
Yeah. The young superstars coming through. Chippy's the man that is sat in the hot seat at the moment. He's the only player that's won 3 out of 3. John McCallister trying to win this, and then another to try and oust him.
The thing is, with the field that you've got there, it's almost impossible to call out somebody in terms of strategy beyond obviously playing for the bounty, as Cohen, you've made the point of, because no game's easy in that draw.
Oh no, definitely not. Each and every pro is capable of playing perfect pool in a short race to 4. Great break there from John.
Well, this is on the hill all day long. Not seen much of Ricky Jones, unfortunately, for him so far. Bit of a loose shot there from John.
The only thing that for John here is obviously this is the last frame of this session. Does mean that he is going to be going away for...
There'll be another frame after this one.
Is there one more match after this, my apologies?
Frame.
Another frame. Yeah, so obviously as this is the last match of this session, with John, obviously he's still got one more match to play after this, where he's either got to obviously pick a bounty, which I doubt John is going to do, or go to that random draw. There is a bit of kind of difficulty, isn't there, when you're kind of stalling between sessions. Obviously, it's then a 2-hour wait to come out and potentially play one more match, whether you're kind of in or out. I'm sure John would have preferred just to carry on while he's got his momentum.
I think John will just be happy that he got his extra life.
A bit short, it should be fine.
Well, this for 3-0 and on the hill for McCallister. In sails the black. One more just required for John McCallister. It'll be some day's work for John when he thought he was gone.
Definitely found his feet now, hasn't he, John?
Yeah.
Playing some good pool.
I bet he's half starting his card, you know. When he thought, well, I'll just wait here and see what this thing does.
Yeah.
Another life. Back you come.
And it's fair to say, in general as well, Tony, obviously it's been a brilliant first session. I mean, so much has happened. Obviously in the way that Hitton and Dylan both went for their random draw. Obviously Chippy won his 3 out of 3, the situation with Rab and John. There's going to be much more to come in the last 3 sessions of this weekend. Obviously, got later tonight and then the 2 sessions on Sunday as well.
Good break here from Ricky. Made a yellow into the bottom left pocket. Still plenty of time to win this match 4-3. You can clear these up fairly dot to dot, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, Ricky taking up this step to the pros, I think in any other event would just be turning around and going, yeah, these are gone.
That's it, yeah.
But it's always that thing of just making sure, especially when you're cold and especially on a new cloth as well.
Even just the little shots like that, you know, your little screwbacks, to actually play them, like, you can overscrew them quite easily because of how reactive and grippy the cloth is. It's crazy. I had a go on it earlier and stuff, and just, especially if you've got like a smooth cue action like John has, for instance, if you time that ball well, it zips back.
It's this whole thing of like, when you watch John McCallister, Cousins, any of the top players in the world, they've almost got this biting point that they find every time with a cue that just allows them to weight the ball perfectly 9 times out of 10. See, players that are, you know, still in the amateur circuits, a lot of them don't quite have that, and they've got all the potting ability in the world to get themselves out, but it doesn't always mean they're in perfect position, which is why when they come up against players like John, they do occasionally get found out.
That's it, yeah.
He's got a tricky A-ball here to try and get out. That's a very good pot.
Nice 8-ball from Ricky. Boost his confidence a little bit there. Still 10 minutes on the clock.
I mean, it's a horrible feeling, isn't it? If you're travelling all the way down here, obviously Ricky's from up north. He's come all the way down to Red Hill, entered an event. You don't want to get 4-0'd in the first session.
Especially the brutal format. Once you're out, no second life.
But John McCallister is now going to get the opportunity to break for the match. He's got just over 10 minutes left. So he will want to make a ball here. He doesn't want Ricky to come back to the table on his break. Belter of a break. It's been very, very unfortunate by the looks of things.
Could have a yellow into the bottom right pocket, but I think that's his only really shot. Yeah, I don't think he's really got an opening ball on Reds here, has he?
I mean, it's unbelievable from the power he got behind the pack that he's ended up making a cluster with the white. So maybe he can get to this yellow. Good. Couldn't do a lot with the cue ball.
Great shot there.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Still got a lot of work to do before he gets out, but thought that was just going to go high, but he's fine.
Do you reckon he could play this yellow off the red and then knock the yellow down the rail?
Absolutely. So he cuts it and then brings the cue ball off the side round back for the other one in the middle.
I think it's even if you play this.
John won the yellow at the bottom of the table.
Oh.
Great shot. Fantastic shot.
That's a greedy way to do it.
Even better if it goes in.
These 2 balls for the match.
And it's been absolutely imperious from John McCallister, this. He has found his form. And he has beaten Ricky Jones. And John McCallister will have one more game to play in this evening session to try and get his 3rd.
Well, welcome back down to the arena. Now with John McCallister, who has just finished his 3rd match, but won only 2 of them. Still seems a little bit strange, but congratulations on another victory, John. One more to get yourself into the hot seat, so maybe luck's on your side.
Yeah, it seems that way. You're getting the extra life straight away, and then, yeah, surprised I got called straight back out. But, yeah, I've took advantage now, and then I'm sort of a little warmed up as well, so that helps.
Obviously, coming back from the break, you're going to have a decision to make. We're not going to ask you to make it now, so don't give anything away. You are going to have to decide, because this is for your 3rd victory. Do you want to go to the random draw, or do you want to take on a hitman? Now, obviously, you've got a couple hours now to decide what you want to do. The reason I'm mentioning it is now you've got, because you can't call out Sean Chipperfield, he's in the hot seat, but you could call out Tom Cousins, you could call out Declan Brennan, you could call out, who's the other bound, Craig Waddingham. You've got an opportunity here maybe to go and try and talk him into buying you some dinner.
Yeah, well, Cole already owes me a drink, so yeah, I'll work over it when I have some food in a bit and see what the decision is.
I suspect you already know what you're going to do, but absolutely give it a little bit of time. We look forward to seeing you when you come back at 6 o'clock to make that decision and play your next match, but congratulations so far.
Cheers, thank you.
And that will be our afternoon session. We are going to take a break for a couple of hours. We're going to be back at 6 o'clock. We've got 8 more matches tonight. We will lose 8 more players before the day is out. And, of course, we will find out who John will play in his next match. So join us again at 6 o'clock.